She doesn't.
So she's fine. She just needs to settle.
She doesn't want me.
She's settling.
Mm-hmm. She's good.
Oh.
We're good. Get it a donut.
It's because your legs were crossed. She didn't like that.
Well.
Doesn't that get to you, though?
Not being chosen by an animal.
By your animal? Even worse, though?
Oh, my animals
chooses
choose
me.
My animals choose me.
Murphy will get over it sometimes in bed. He'll cuddle and then move around too much, and he'll just abandon you.
Yeah. She loves to like lay in between my legs at night and be like a little donut.
Kimmy chooses me 1,000% of the time. Like over Jonathan, over anybody. Like she will choose me.
Yeah.
Well, she's choosing me now.
There's a good feeling behind that though.
Winnie will choose whoever's going to pet her butt. Welcome back to Catching Up with Katie. So this week it is again a trio, but it's Matt. So we are going to play a little bit of a game at the end of this as well. Since we played Would You Rather with Nate last week, we're going to do the same with Matt and see how he thinks about some of these things. We asked y'all on Snapchat for the prompts. So if you're not already following on Snapchat, go ahead and do that. There's all kinds of fun stuff. And honestly, this coming week, I'm going to be gone. I'm going to be on a vacation. So sorry. I'm checking out. But Abigail's going to still be coming to work. And if you are going to be like missing the animals, missing the horses, the baby goats, everything, Abigail's going to be the one posting on Snapchat every day. And so that's pretty much going to be the only lifeline to the farm next week. Our attention has been taken by Moo. Moo.
She's in a good spot now.
She took the most hazardous way.
She was going through so many cords at once, and we were all just like,
please don't just rip these cameras onto the ground. So I've talked about it, I think, in the last 4 Catching Up with Katie's that I'm going out of town because I am living for this. I cannot wait.
We get it. Going out of town.
Yeah, we get it. You're going to Bonnaroo this weekend.
Kidding. I'm excited for you. I wish I was going. I am going to Bonnaroo though. So
have you gotten your outfits? She did a fashion show for me one day with a couple of them.
I got some options.
Who are you most excited to see? Oh, you're going to be able to hear.
Probably Avril Lavigne, honestly. I just feel like that's going to be really fun and funny, maybe.
This is your first year just getting to go, though, because in years past, you've worked it.
Are you doing the whole... You worked it?
Yeah.
I didn't know you were working it the whole time.
But now I just bought tickets this year, so I can just see everyone and be there all day and not be on a time limit. I bartended.
Really? I had no idea.
She tended bar.
I tended bar. And come on. And I did that for 2 years. But this year, I just wanted to be able to explore on my own.
Are you doing it, the whole thing, camping, the whole shebang?
No.
You couldn't pay me.
I'm only going for Saturday and Sunday. I wanted to camp. I would camp. This is how she sits in the car. Except she does it right here.
That's what Murphy does.
That's so not safe.
No, it's not. Someone else take over. I'm running out.
So yeah, you're gonna go to Bonnaroo, and then I leave literally at 3:30 a.m. on Monday, and then I come back, I think by midnight on Sunday night. So we're gonna be gone for the full week. I am a little bit nervous that you're gonna have to be midwife for Bella, but I think you'll be fine. She plopped him out by herself last year. I don't know if last year we were filming something and we were like, let's just keep an eye on Bella. And then after we were all said and done, the boys were about to leave. And then we walked over to look at her and they were just there.
I don't think she'll have them.
No?
She probably will whenever I'm over here taking photos without
putting that out into the
supervision.
air. Okay. I think looking at her now, what she looks like today, I don't think she'll have it while I'm gone. But
we all know Katie's predictions
it's my luck. So
50% accurate every single time.
So like last year, she was just so much bigger, had such a bigger udder. Like I don't think she's close, but she could do me that way.
Blossom was close.
Right. So anything can happen. But we did have new babies. If you haven't seen that video, go check it out. We just posted it like today. So today that we're filming this, the baby goat video got put up. So Buttercup blessed us with not 1, not 2, not 3, but four babies. And which one of them is your favorite? Bean.
Just the name.
That was very quick. Thanks to Live It Up for sponsoring today's video. If you've been looking for something to stack some healthy habits together for your morning routine, starting with some Supergreens from Live It Up could be super beneficial. You can start your morning off by putting a little Supergreens in your juice, in your protein shake, in some water, maybe a little smoothie. You're getting your chlorella, spirulina, wheatgrass, kale, broccoli, spinach, barley grass, moringa, parsley, and more before you even get your day going. It's important to note it's dairy-free, gluten-free, sugar-free, and tested for quality. All in all, it's just a really good addition to your daily nutrition. I have a 15% off deal going on. So if you click that link in my description, you can get 15% off. And then if you love it, you can subscribe. Thank you to Live It Up for sponsoring today's video. And again, if you want 15% off, go check out that link in my description. And now back to the video. It was chaotic and we got to be there for it. So for Buttercup last year, I was like all alone and I'm like, oh my gosh, she's having her babies. And so Jonathan ran over and he was there for like the last half of it. But this year you got to be a part of Buttercup's birth. Blossom did it in the middle of the night. So it was just me and Jonathan again. But
do you consider yourself fortunate?
Sure.
What did
Yeah.
What did you think about it? That was your first goat birth.
Yeah. It wasn't that bad.
Do you prefer the goat birth to foaling?
Yes.
You do?
I think so in every aspect other than like if something happens and you need to help, like there's not as much room to help. That's the only thing really that scares me more.
Like when I had to help Blossom, this is going to be a little graphic because I'm just going to use my face. I'm talking, you could get like that much of your fingers in there just to like, that's about all you could do.
Yeah.
I mean,
but like you don't have to worry as much about the placenta.
Yeah.
You're not on as much of like a time schedule. Mm-hmm. You don't have to like stand there and hold them up so they can eat.
You just throw a bottle to them if they need it. Yeah.
Bigger's just more.
Yeah. It was chaotic because we knew there was at least 3. And honestly, when that 4th one was coming, I was like, it's just the placenta because it was born on caul. So on caul, it's ENCAUL. That's how it's on caul.
I didn't know that.
It's in the sac intact. So generally the sac breaks, and then as that baby's coming through the birth canal, the squeeze of it is helping expel all of those fluids and stuff so that they're not like aspirating and they're not swallowing it. It's not getting into their passages. I still had to like use the little like nasal thing to help, get some gunk out. But when they're born on caul, they're just in the sac. So they can live for like 20, 25 minutes outside of the mother in the sac. But it's really thick, like really thick. And so if they don't bust out of it, they'll just sit there and drown. They'll suffocate.
And that one was Bean, right?
Bean, yeah. And then apparently there's like a folklore to it that if you're born on caul, like human, animal, whatever, like it's a good luck thing. Like it's you have a special purpose in life. Like there's a folklore thing to it. I don't know.
But if no one gets you out of it,
but if no one gets you out of it, you're done.
So it's either, I don't know.
So I guess because it's like, if you survive it, then
you're special.
You're special.
You're lucky.
And so, but also if they do bust out of it, then they didn't have the squeeze to get all of the mucus and the liquid out of them. And so a lot of the times, like when I opened the sac for Bean, like it's full of liquid. So I had to like get his head really quick to get it out of the liquid. If he had sat there and just screamed and aspirated on the liquid, he could have gotten pneumonia and died, and it would have been a whole thing. So
yeah.
But it was crazy. I mean, like the first one came out and then the second one was like, they say within 30 minutes, but there's no way she waited that long between any of them.
No.
They were all like bing, bang, boom.
Yeah.
But yeah, so now we have 5 baby goats. Sprout was finally like, he was included in the cuddle puddle last night. They were all just like in a little corner piled up on top of each other, and Sprout was just on top because his sibling passed away, so he didn't get
He's
to.
alone.
He was alone, but now he's not.
This
Out
is
of
the
the-
sweetest they'll ever be.
No,
Yes. They're like cats. Like when they're
Bella-
kittens, you want all of them. And then they grow up.
Bella loves me.
And they pee everywhere.
Bella's sweet, but like
An adult goat is just not cute.
I was
gonna
holding.
say, it's the like cuteness of it
the spread eyes.
that makes you say like they're never gonna be as sweet as they are now.
I was late. I was sitting on the ground 2 nights ago, and Bella came and got in my lap.
Yeah, but
Yeah,
then she
she's
looks at you
sweet.
with those bird eyes and goes, nah.
Yeah.
And you're like,
She was like, "Mom, I'm fat." Like she was so like just wanted me to love on her. So
And their eyes, their pupils are weird.
Well, it's just like any other pet. Like puppies are very cute at first.
Yeah, but dogs.
But they also kind of suck to take care of. And then like
Yeah.
a grown dog, you know, it's not as cute, but it's like it's
Moo.
loyal to you at that point.
Moo.
So is the goat.
She wanted to get rid of you until you were like a year and a half old.
No, she's a year and a half now. No, it was probably like 6 to 8 months.
She turns
8 months max.
She turns 2 in 3 months.
I
I
feel like
know.
I remembered that. That's when she was chewing Ethernet cords and stuff.
Yes.
But it
Yeah,
was a
and
real
she was
problem.
giving you like $600 vet bills like every other week.
Yeah.
She ate like an Advil once. She had like little anemic like seizures as a puppy, just cause. And then I would go to the vet, the little vet ER, you know, and they're just like, oh, she needs a rest. She's tired.
Here's a $600 bill.
Yeah,
That's
she's
insane.
dehydrated, needs more water.
That's what we did with Murphy when he had parvo. Like they were offered to like keep him there at the hospital. I was just like, see if he can tough it out overnight, and we'll give him the medication ourselves. Because gosh,
He made
dude,
it.
He made it.
We did get to hang out with Matt's little girl last night, and
She loved it.
she cried all night because she wanted to stay with us. She didn't want to go with you.
No, she cried all right because she's under sleepers,
She's
whatever it's called.
very
obsession.
chunky. Her legs, I don't know how they have that many rolls, but they do. And we took her on the goat teeter-totter. We let her go down the goat slide. She had a great time. She drove my golf cart.
She did, and she met what's his name?
Sprout.
She met Sprout. They high-fived with their little hooves. Anyway.
Moo is snoring.
So we also kind of wrapping up some things that we touched on and had videos about this past week. So if you watch the heartbeat check video, we confirmed we have 8 foals coming next year. So that's the same number we had this year. We had kind of hoped for 12. We are potentially building another barn, expanding our pastures. You don't even want to know what I had to barter with my father and mother to gain some pasture ground away from the cows. We are looking for more land, like to put cows on around us, but like on property where the horses are going and where this new barn is going. I am going to get some new pastures. So that's exciting. And with that being said, I'm not saying if the right mare that is bred came across whatever, I'm not saying I wouldn't add it to
The list.
the list. Sorry, Moo is storing. I'm so sorry. I woke her up.
You made her feel self-conscious.
But I'm not saying I wouldn't add that to the list. So we're at 8 right now. But you never know. You never know. And we have enough because we're doing like a little bit of a barn revamp. Some of our stalls are being redone. We're kind of doing it a little bit at a time. So after that's done, we'll have room for, I believe, 14 foaling stalls. I'm not buying 6.
But that means
I'm not buying 6 mares.
we're going to fill them.
And with that being said, ...
With that being said, something did happen this week that I'm not going to tell y'all about yet. But you can just
Now
just
you
guess.
pretty much know.
You can
Isn't
just
that the
guess.
worst? I have something to tell you,
Next time
Later.
on.
but
Later.
I can't tell you right now.
Well, there's some T's that need to be crossed. There's some I's that need to be dotted.
She may not tell you because it may not happen.
No. Basically,
Just say it.
basically the thing has to get here, and then we'll talk about it. Okay. But anyway, so that's really good that foaling season's over, breeding season's over. Dr. Matthew left town like I was talking to him yesterday because when he was doing the heartbeat check, and he was like, "Oh yeah, I'm not gonna be here for like 2 weeks."
No, he said his goodbyes.
Don't call me. Yeah, he said his goodbyes to Matt. He's like, "See you next February." So
February.
That's when we're doing foaling season, I guess. Guess he's under
he
the
didn't start
illusion
breathing until
that-
February.
Yeah.
But like, we're not going to see him again until February.
You might, but he probably won't because if he comes out and injects
we
a
hang out.
horse or comes out and does
that's
something,
true. That's true.
they don't film it. We had mentioned on here on a previous episode that we were looking for your assistant,
Yes.
and we found her. Her name's Lindsay. So she's
Crawling behind a Wendy's.
She's out doing some stuff right now. So maybe we'll have to introduce her one of these days when we get to know her a little bit better. Yeah.
This is.
She's cool.
She's
She's
cool.
not that cool. She's all right.
He's literally
he
never
met her. He liked her.
He met her.
She was
for
pretty
like,
cool. She rode in my car like day one.
Yeah, that's serious.
That's serious biz.
You've got to be really like non-judgmental to get in Matt's car with him driving day one,
As you heard my music. She heard it
and
all.
really brave to come back.
And she said something. She even said something about my driving.
Yeah.
She's always like a hype girl too. I like it.
I know. And her references are
and she like snaps.
sick.
Like if I do something, she's like, hey.
An added plus for sure.
Yeah.
For sure.
You never knew how much you needed that.
Didn't know that, but
Yes, Queen.
Like she'll be like, okay, queen. And she'll like snap. It makes me feel great. And then I think it's going to be great that while I'm gone for a week and it's right at the beginning, y'all will have some time to just like settle in and figure out roles and figure out like where you need the most help, which I won't be here. So it's going to be kind of weird, but like, I think it's going to be good that y'all have some time, just you two. What are your thoughts on kind of like changing roles? I mean, it's been just kind of evolving, like what you do around here. And so we needed help because of your roles expanding. So I guess how does it make you feel to be like managing someone essentially? Do you get some nerves?
I guess so. You know the meme that's like accidentally became important at work. That's how I feel.
I feel like it's either going to go one of two ways. That you're either going to like just flow into it, or you're going to be like, I'll just do it. I don't want to inconvenience you, so just let me take care of it. And
I have to get over that.
yeah,
Because there has just a lot of stuff started falling through the cracks because we just didn't have time to do it, and there other things were just more important, and so. And she has some really cool experience as well. So she has a background in like graphic design and photography. And so like, I think there's going to be a cool balance of like her getting to do some stuff that she loves here, as well as helping where is needed. And so I think it's going to be good. So we've got a new player in the game.
what do you think would be some of the
character
challenges of having an assistant for the first time?
She's like, when did this become about me?
I know.
When did I have to speak in this?
I guess just like actually being like this probably like I wouldn't want to be told to do this, but unfortunately like sometimes we have to do stuff like this, and having to like tell someone to do that.
Yeah.
I guess.
Yeah, that's the thing. I became friends with you too much, and then I felt bad asking you to do some certain things that were like, this is gonna suck.
She's kind of hard
But I
not to
need
be
you to
friends
do
with though,
this.
because she is cool.
Yeah, and we also like we could have chosen someone that like we didn't think we would really become friends with, but like
Who wants
we
that?
thought it was important to vibe.
If you vibe
Vibes
with
are
everybody
important.
else but one,
Yeah.
Vibes are important because when you're out of town, she's gonna be kind of filling in for you. We needed someone that we felt was here for it, because if we leave out of town, we want to be able to still have like Snapchat content here. We needed someone to kind of just fill in everywhere. So I think it's going to be a really good thing. And it's a surreal moment for me, honestly, being to the point where my assistant needed an assistant. Like that blows my mind. It really does, because I also feel like I have such imposter syndrome. It's not even funny. Like I'm like,
for sure,
what?
for sure.
So I think I just said a whole lot of
Monumental.
nothing just
Yeah.
then.
Not really. It's
I kind of
monumental.
feel like that too, though. I kind of like still don't really feel like she's like my assistant. I'm like, she's just like my coworker.
I think it comes with like just this.
Like in my
feel.
head, I'm still kind of like, oh, we're like on the
Because
same.
your
know.
title, we got to figure out your title, because
What is your
I don't
title?
know. You are still kind of. Are you the executive assistant? Are you the?
It's almost like you would be the manager. And
Are you
you're
the manager?
And you're like the owner. Like I think of like a dairy.
I'm the president.
Yeah, like something like that.
I'm the CEO.
And she would be the CFO.
Financial
That's
officer.
That's the
Oh.
Chief financial officer.
No, what's the other one? COO.
operations
Yes,
officer.
she's- yeah.
Are you the COO?
Of Katie Vance like LLC. Maybe.
Or personal assistant. Now, like those two things sound completely
Yeah,
different.
they do. They do.
You're like, do I get a COO salary?
What goes in the Instagram bio? That's really what's more important.
COO of
Yeah, like that's
KVS
LLC.
LLC.
Yeah.
That's just a whole lot of letters.
That's 100%.
But that looks important. That sounds important.
And then you buy your verified on Instagram, and you're set.
You got
Yeah.
like almost 10K on Instagram, and you
Yeah.
post once a year.
I'm trying to do more. I posted like maybe twice, maybe 3 times this year.
Wow.
I got tagged in one of them.
What?
I got tagged in one of them.
You did.
Your photos do get used in her photo dumps.
They do.
Yeah, they're like 5th in the.
I made it.
scroll. It's
I
like,
made it in
don't
one of the
even
photo
make it.
dumps. It was my left arm and the left side of the back of my head.
That was also the photo that I tagged Matt in, I think. So
Dang, you only
everyone was
posted twice this
included.
year.
Everyone was included. I also posted a photo with Nate like in the background of it. So I made sure everyone was in there.
You've posted twice this year. And your last post since then was June of last year.
It was Bonnaroo
I'm
last year.
sure.
was.
I'm sure
Twice.
there's going to be a Bonnaroo photo
Twice.
dump.
There will be a photo dump by by the time this goes up. There will be a Bonnaroo dump.
But then also, there's
I
just going to
know.
be
That's
some
not true.
random stuff in like a month
Bonnaroo?
because of this, and it's going to
This
be like
weekend.
Oh.
life lately with like a sparkle.
No, that was my caption last time. I can't use that again.
Oh.
That's been overdone a little bit.
Okay.
I was thinking like
Her heart was a blazing sun. And her courage was something to be admired.
maybe she believed she could,
So she did.
so she did. That pretty much.
She
pretty
did
much
not
sums me
like
up.
green eggs and ham. She did not like them, Sam I am. That's kind of coded.
Okay.
Filed.
Anyway.
And
God.
We're off. We're vibing, dude.
you got to leave that in there.
I'm leaving both of them.
All of it.
So we did put a prompt up, and then Snapchat decided not to allow it to get posted. So we are going to have to use our brains for this
I'm
one.
going to use Google.
Yeah, it's already pulled up for night.
Well,
Okay. Last time I was the one that prompted everyone. So that's getting thrown to you now.
Okay. You don't get to. Because you're.
I literally have the prompts.
He's going to say something inappropriate.
Would you rather have to wash your hands every 5 minutes or never be able to wash your hair again?
Wash hands every 5 minutes or never be able to wash hair again?
Probably never wash my hair and then
Yeah.
shave my head.
Well, I'd have to wash my hands every 5 minutes because my head would itch so bad that I would not be able to function. But I know why you said that because I am the type of person, like, I do wash my hands, but it just, like, if I go handle a horse, I don't think about washing my hands before I eat. I'm sorry. I don't. And guess what? I don't get sick that often. My immune system is bumping. So, what about you? You answer.
Did get E. coli from the cows.
That was one time.
Even when
That was one time, and it was they were just been transported, and they were like there's a window of bottle babies. Anyway,
I think I could probably never wash my hair again. I feel like washing your hands every 5 minutes would just be like so.
imagine like after 10 years and they're just cracked.
well, your hands would actually probably dry out and be
inconvenient.
like,
Yeah, they would hurt, and it would just be so inconvenient. Like you're in the middle of something, and you every 5 minutes.
so okay, washing hands, can that be like a little hand sanitizer or like keep some wipes on
full
you?
full wash.
It's not like you can keep a little wipe on you.
Even then, that would be such a horrible tick.
Yeah.
And I'd just shave my head. This is a really good one.
Oh, that's a good idea. Just shave it.
Even then, though, you can still get dandruff with a shaved head. Would you rather have universal respect or unlimited power? That's an interesting one because I feel like universal respect could go a long way. Imagine
I don't need unlimited power, and I think that's super dangerous. And I think that's what a lot of people strive for, and it breeds evil. So I'm gonna say universal respect.
Same.
Even on a small scale, imagine walking into any Starbucks ever. They go, Abigail.
That would be cool.
Dude, that Abigail, dude.
That would be cool.
Great.
Yeah.
She's
I think
great.
universal respect would be nice. I think unlimited power. That's dangerous.
This one's cool. Would you rather fly to space and discover a new planet, or go on a deep submarine adventure and discover an underwater kingdom?
See, we saw that was negative. We
did, but okay, we're assuming that it works, and you discover an underwater kingdom and you come back. You
Is it
discover
still
another planet,
inhabited?
You come back.
Is the underwater kingdom fully functioning, inhabited?
I don't know what's more scary,
And
deep
alive?
space or the deep ocean.
Deep sea is
Deep sea is terrifying, but deep space is equally terrifying. Almost neither. to be 100%.
I don't want to do either one.
Yeah, that
actually.
would be scary.
It's not like,
Honestly,
ooh, which one? It's
I think the kingdom, because the planet, nothing said the planet's like anything's on it. Nothing says
I'm
the planet.
imagining like an Atlantis sort of underwater kingdom. And I like that.
Yeah.
I
Kita?
like that.
I just don't
Kita?
care if there's another planet.
Kita on Atlantis was like,
And at least if you discover something underwater, it's on your own planet.
I thought she
Yeah.
was so much prettier than any Disney princess.
She's the
than
prettiest
any.
one,
I'm
yeah.
like, Kita though. Like, and then she's got her little nerdy boy, and it's just such a move. Like,
They're a great couple.
there needs to be a live action of that, but they can't ruin it. Like, it needs to be. He doesn't need to be super jacked secretly. You know, he doesn't need to have a sleeper build.
This seems weird because of the characters that he usually plays, but just like looks wise, I feel like Bill Skarsgård with glasses on would be so cute.
He's too hot. He's too hot.
But like, wait, what's the guy's Milo? Is that his name?
Mm-hmm. Milo Thatch.
He's pretty cute. He's just
You
nerdy.
think?
He's got glasses and like
Animated, you never know. Like, I envision Cersei Lannister as the blonde chick that is like the evil one.
yeah.
I don't know who. We need some up and comers, honestly.
Yeah.
We need some people that are. I want, with the new live actions of things, I need some like the older characters to be established actors, but then the young ones that are like the main characters, we need some new people. Give them a moment.
I need no more live actions. I
I'd
need
also
some
be
new
okay
ideas.
with Timothy Chalamet playing Milo. I'd be
I
okay.
honestly
I
see
could
it.
get on board.
I
with
could
that.
get on board with that, honestly.
Would you
okay.
rather be 11 feet tall or 9 inches tall?
Jesus.
And you're probably talking about.
Okay, so 11 feet tall or 9 inches. Both of them would make it to where I couldn't do the things I love.
Like, let's talk about the pros.
You couldn't even really exist. Okay, if you were 9 inches.
Could
tall.
you not? Think of all the
Thumbelina.
possibilities.
Thumbelina.
You could be a covert agent. You could.
Okay.
Like, he'd just take me with him.
Wait. Okay, are we talking about you were born 9 inches tall, and you never changed, or are we talking about like
You'd get shrunk or you'd grow?
get shrunk as you are now?
I don't know.
Because
We could go that
that's
way.
the only way that Jonathan would be carrying you around. A 9-inch version of you.
Oh, if I got turned 9 inches right now, that man would stay with me. He wouldn't leave me. Okay, we'd make it work. It'd be fine.
I feel like it'd be better
11
if I turned. Well, anyway.
Foot. That's twice as big as him. That's.
It might be a
You
dream
think
come
he would-
true.
you think he'd leave you?
It might be his dream come true.
He climbed me like a tree. I don't know.
All I can think about is that Instagram reel of like,
I just wouldn't be
Jarvis,
able to-
make her 11 feet tall.
My whole thing is I wouldn't be able to, like, as 9 inches, I could I could like just be carried around.
You could
11
scurry.
feet tall. You couldn't fit in vehicles. I couldn't like.
You could be shown.
As a horse.
Like you could.
I'm just saying I could. I guess
Are there 11 feet tall people?
No.
no.
So Goliath was 10 feet. So that was like the last of
I'd be
it.
bigger
Ancient-
than
yeah.
the giant.
Yeah, I mean, you would be a spectacle. Either way, you're a
You'd
spectacle.
be a- you'd
I
be
think that-
There's a
spectacle
TV show
for
about
sure.
you for sure.
I feel like
An
11
eyesore
foot
for
tall.
sure.
Like I'd get hunted down.
Yeah,
and, like-
we'd have to.
Could you imagine just a little
Take you
9-inch
out.
Katie though scurrying?
I don't scurry now. I would not scurry
There
then.
she goes.
Yeah, there she goes. Have y'all seen Katie?
She's on the bottom of my shoe.
Who left? We cannot leave the door open.
Can't leave Katie out.
Can you imagine how terrifying that would
It
be?
would be. Just like on your shoulder.
I will say, I think I could like, you could like, as a 9-inch person, you could get away with some stuff. But
For sure.
That's what I'm saying. You could
Like-
rob a lot of things.
like, okay, even if I was 11 foot tall, yes, I'd be 11 foot tall, but like, it's not like it's going to increase my athleticism or my, like, I'm just big.
No, it'd just be harder for you to get around.
Would you rather have skin that changes color based on your emotions or tattoos appear all over your body depicting what you did yesterday?
Oh, wait, like the day after, all over your body
you
is
wake up-
everything that you did?
Yeah, you wake up the next day with tattoos. Not like, like just, but like, let's just say sleeves, aesthetically, like you just have tattoos on your body that just depict what you did yesterday.
I don't feel like I ever do anything other than in the biblical sense that I wouldn't want people to know about. Like, I don't feel like I'm ever, I don't
What
know.
if it's just you on the toilet, just on your forearm?
Oh.
Wait, what was the other option?
Your skin changes
with
color
your
based
mood.
on your emotions.
Oh, probably that. That'd be kind of cool.
Yeah, but then you can't hide anything.
What if you're really embarrassed talking to somebody, or like what?
And
if
then
you're
they're like, "Oh, are you embarrassed? I know you're embarrassed because your skin is."
People already do that to me
purple.
all of the time. Anytime I'm the slightest bit embarrassed, my entire face turns red, and people always do that to me.
You already have
And
that.
it is
then.
terrible. It is terrible. So,
But like, if you're sitting there and you're trying to be calm, but you're fuming mad, and then everyone's like, "Why are you mad? Why are you mad?" No, tell me. Your skin is
I don't know,
is
it'd
green.
be a lot-
That means you're mad.
it would
Even
kind of force
then-
you to be honest about your feelings, though.
Yeah, but having tattoos would force you to live a pretty strict life.
That's
too.
true.
But at the same time, like you said, what if it's just that you had diarrhea the day before, and so you were
What
on
if
the
it's
toilet the
not?
whole day?
What if it?
What if it's
I
more?
I don't want to say that.
What if it's worse? What if you
Yeah.
got a really bad day of judgment
What if you just
and it's a
like,
beach day?
made a mistake and you really regret it, and then like
Everywhere
That's just on your
Yeah.
forehead.
and then just everyone knows
on your forehead.
and then you have to go eat dinner at your parents' house the next day.
Yeah, I'm going with skin.
Skin. Skin.
Yeah,
That's hard.
fair.
Fair. I think we call it right there, folks. You
Okay.
advocated
Well,
45
hope
minute
you
phone
enjoyed.
conversation.
Okay, Matthew.
Stop talking.
I hope y'all enjoyed that. Again, it's probably going to be a little late on the next Catching Up with Katie since I'm going to be gone this entire next week. I will give y'all the lowdown on the whole trip. It's probably going to be a whole lot of nothing. I'm probably going to be tan next time you see me. And then hopefully we have some new kids. Janice is at 303 days pregnant today, so we are also on like mini foal watch. Lots of things happening. Denver's about to start showing. We're going to horse shows. So after this trip, there's just a lot coming at our way. So hope y'all enjoyed and stay tuned for more.